Hi, and welcome to Gay America, Real Talk coming to you. Today is Wednesday, June 16th. For some reason, I'm having the hardest time with these videos tonight. This is probably the fifth one I've made because for some reason it's not recording. So let's pray this one is. There are a few topics I want to talk about today that's important to me that I hope and pray that's important to you. First, I want to say I met this beautiful, gorgeous young lady today. Her name is Haley. You're thinking, aren't you gay? Yeah, it's okay. Because even I think a woman's beautiful and gorgeous for different reasons than a straight man may think. But what is remarkable about her is the fact that she's 18. She goes to school. She works. And are you ready for this? She's pansexual. What's pansexual? I'm not going to ruin it for her. I want her to tell her story. Monday, we were taking our first road trip. We're going to go to the college. And we're doing an interview with Haley. I think that her story is important. We hear about gay, we hear about bi, we hear about straight, drag queens. We don't hear about pansexual. So I think it's important. I want to hear how she knew she was pansexual. What the real definition of pansexual is from a pansexual. So today we're going to talk about two topics. I'm going to make this short today because I'm upset. And the reason why I'm upset for it is because our number one topic today is check yourself. See, when I take my glasses off, I'm upset. And let me tell you why I want to talk about check yourself. I have two professors right now. Two. And I'm just not so sure about either one of them. And I'm not going to sit here and bash them just because I'm sending my videos out there. It's not worth it. That's not what the show's about. Unless you're a jackass like our governor, and I'm going to say that. And by the way, Friday we are going to talk a little bit about politics. To kind of give you a sneak peek of what we're going to talk about Friday. Monday's my road trip. But I have this teacher that, for my English, I feel that he's very arrogant. He talks down to me. See, after the first day of class, I just got my GED, so I like to talk to the teachers to see maybe I can start reading ahead or whatever to feel that I'm not so dumb. I'm not saying I'm dumb, but sometimes it takes me longer to read something. So I did that with him Monday. And I don't think it went that well. First of all, I don't think he paid attention to any damn thing I said. I think that he was just in his own world, was just wanting me to shut up, get out, whatever. Check yourself, buddy. Because that's something I don't go for. I'm not going to show you respect. I mean, disrespect. Sorry. I'm going to show you respect. But when you start showing me disrespect, I'm going to check you. And I'm going to let you know. And the reason why I bring this up for is I was in the group today with Haley, the gorgeous lady I told you about, and another female. We didn't know what this word meant. They weren't going to ask. Well, I'm there to learn, so I'm definitely going to ask. I did. After we finished our paper, he said in front of the whole entire classroom, instead of always bothering me with words, what you don't know, Google them. I let that go all freaking day long. Wasn't going to address it. I took the higher road. Because why get an argument with a professor that can throw you out of class and then possibly get you thrown out of college? I'm not going to let some arrogant fool get me kicked out of school. So I took the higher road. Well, tonight I come home. I get my first paper due back with a grade of 55. And it said, Be careful when using slang. I read my paper multiple times. I don't see slang in there nowhere. I really don't. Makes me wonder, is there more to it? So I didn't take the bigger road tonight. I was very upset. I sent an email saying, your grading is awful. But your grade don't matter to me. At the end of the day, I was happy with my paper. And that's what matters, buddy. To me, it does. If you've been paying attention to my videos, I say you got to feel good in here to feel good out. I feel good in. I couldn't get on my ACEs last night, so this morning I set my freaking alarm at 6 o'clock, and I'm so tired I slept till 6:30. Okay, so I jumped up, read 7 pages that he wanted us to read, and I wrote this paper. It had to be turned in to him by 8. I knew it wasn't a 100 paper, but at 55, no, I just totally disagree. So I said in there to him also, I said, and for you to check me in the classroom and say, instead of bothering me, look it up. My response to him was, aren't you the teacher? I left it at that. Could have said so freaking much more, it's not even funny. But I did. Because again, it's not worth the argument. It's not. Well, I go to my health class. 3 days in a row now. This woman has just downright ticked me off. Okay? I breathed. I bit my tongue. Shut my big mouth up. Alright, if you're watching my videos, you know I got a big mouth. And I'm going to say what I got to say. But instead of me saying it in either one of their classrooms, I brought it here. 1, they're not going to see this. 2, they really can't believe I'm saying it about them. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't ever say names in here. And the reason why I'm setting the table for it is because when people watch my videos, they hang on to one topic that they find bad, so they judge my whole entire video. I'll tell you the solution. Turn the damn computer off and don't watch. It's like watching TV. If there's a sexual content or a cuss word because you're religious or whatever your beliefs are, you don't want to hear it or don't want to see it, turn the channel. So anyway, I brought it here because my health teacher, for 3 days straight now, she uses the same word over and over and over. Fact. Fact. Really? You can't say overweight? You can't pick a different word? Okay, I'm going to wrap this part of the conversation up because my next one's very exciting. But check yourself. I was at the Empowerment Center yesterday, and I was talking to this lady, and as she was walking down the hallway, I was trying to talk to her, and I felt like she wasn't acknowledging I was there. Well, Miss A, let me tell you this. I was there. I would never show you disrespect and ignore you when you're talking. So you better check yourself and don't do it again. I've learned to take the higher road on a lot of stupid things and not put up stupid people. But if you're a professor, you're your boss, whatever, you can't treat your employees like trash. You can't treat your students like trash. You just can't. But let me give you a piece of advice to people that are being treated like crap by your teachers or your bosses. There's always someone over their head. Remember that. You don't have to tolerate it. And I'll let this go. But I have a funny feeling this teacher's going to email me in the morning. I want to address this. I'm going to take the higher road one more time. And I'm going to say, 1, we should talk face to face. That's the man thing to do. 2, I'm going to let it go. Let's see if you're man enough to let it go. And for you, health teacher, when you say you women know how to, what it's like to put makeup on and all this, again, this is 2014. Check yourself. And remember this, which is my next topic, is drag queens. They may be drag queens, but at the end of the day, they're still men. With makeup on, honey. So stop stereotyping people. It's sickening. It disgusts me. Not only do I have to be talked down to by some arrogant professor, I have to hear these negative things about drag queens. I take offense to this for several reasons. Next month on the show, you're going to see a transformation of myself turning into a female. It's been my dream for a long time, and I'm going to do so. Second reason why I take great offense to this is, to me, when I say the most gorgeous woman in the world, the most talented, the most fabulous woman in the world, not trying to exclude all you other ladies, but at the end of the day, the lady I think is fabulous and gorgeous is really a man. And that's Miss Trinity K. Bonet. She's my idol. I really, really down deep respect this woman. She was on RuPaul's Drag Race 6. I said we're never going to talk celebrities. And we're not. But drag queens are still somebody. And that's one thing I try to teach is there's different people that makes up this world. And drag queens is one of them. And I mentioned the RuPaul show is because they're not really famous. They're going on a show, and you're hearing their stories. I've gotten to speak to Trinity K on Facebook several times now. Someone like me gets to talk to Trinity. Really? I got to speak to her last night before I was doing a video today to tell her I was mentioning her name in here. Not because I want a celebrity endorsement, not because of anything stupid like that. But I respect and admire this woman, and I don't want to be talking about someone without their permission to say their name. That's what real talk is, honey. You're not here to offend nobody. You're not here really to upset nobody. Unless you're my jackass governor, then of course I'm going to tell. But people judge what they don't know. And they don't know what a drag queen really is. All they see it is a man putting makeup, wig, heels, and dresses on. There's more to them. I'm going to give you Trinity, for example. Like I said, she was on the last season and got kicked off. I wrote all over RuPaul's wall. I wrote everywhere that people would listen to me. Saying, RuPaul, you're drunk for throwing her off. I was mad. I was furious. I was ready to stop watching. Not that I didn't love Adore and Bianca and all the rest of them. It was, I saw something in Trinity that I wish when I was her age, I could have been me. This woman's on national television telling people she has HIV. And what really touched my heart was, they had the video from her mom talking. Her mom crying, saying what she loved her son, her daughter, some people said, but it's really her son. You need to get that correction. It's just a drag queen, but it's still a man. And the reason why I mention that that's important also is sometimes in the gay community, we don't have that strong family support. So we have to make up our family. And it's not that we don't love or we want to forget the family that we got. It's we're not accepted 120% of who we are. I'm not saying I don't love my mom, I don't love my sister. I do. But they're not here. I got remarkable women in my life here. It is sad if you think about it. I'm gay and I have more female friends than I do men friends. Think about that one. Well, I'm not sleeping with them at least. Okay, maybe that wasn't funny. It is. We have to do what we have to do to survive. So I know people here that I call brother, sister, because that's what they are to me. But if you read the Bible, and I'm never going to talk Bible on here, but are we all brothers and sisters? Yeah, for the ones that know the Bible. Yes, it's true. Don't worry about looking it up. I'm telling you, it's true. Okay, I promised I was going to make this short, sweet, and brief today, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I was infuriated. I wanted to stress. I wanted to vent. I did that. I hope if anything you take away from today is you realize, check yourself. Because I can be a bigger fool. And I'll check you. That's not what I want. I want to get along with everybody. And remember, at the end of the day, the drag queens are human. They're men. They're special. Like I've said 1,000 times, honey, get me a femme that can put that dress on, them heels on, and that makeup on, and I'm in love. That's going to be my future husband, trust me. You ever hear me say I'm dating, you're going to see a femme sitting right here beside me. Well, maybe not beside me, but you know. All right, it was important for me to turn the camera this way today, because I got to get a special holler out to a special lady today. She holds down a full-time job. I believe it's 10 to 12 hours a day she works Monday through Thursday. That's during the summer. She has a sick husband, a remarkable man, 2 beautiful daughters. I mean, seriously, her daughters are like, I'm gay, so I mean, it doesn't matter what I'm saying, I guess, but they're like drop dead gorgeous. They really are. But she has to take care of them. She has to do what she needs to do for all of them. This woman stayed up until 1 o'clock this morning, I was told, to make this for me. I've never done this, but we're going to take a walk so we can see it better. So I hope and pray the cameras don't mess up. You can still hear me talk. If not, I do apologize, because remember, I don't edit. That's what makes me real. This. I hope and pray you can see this. Look. Have a fabulous day, which is what I always say. The beautiful drag queens. The rainbow. Gay pride. How freaking remarkable is that? Again, I'm not going to edit this, so if this is all screwed up and all blurry, I do apologize. The main important thing is you get to hear my big mouth. I messed with some of the settings on here tonight, so I really pray this is not all screwed up. I really do. I should never listen to people. I never should. One last thing. I didn't mention this in my last show, and it's something that I want to stress and educate more than anything in this world. If you don't know your status, please do. It's very important. It is. If you don't take it serious enough for you, think about your loved ones. Your husband, your boyfriend, your partner, your children, all your loved ones. Because if you got a husband or a partner or a boyfriend at home and you're sitting down, but if you don't have a disease, you're not only giving it to him or her. If you break up, that person goes to sleep with somebody else because they think, oh, I'm clean because I've only been with you. See what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. It just keeps going and keeps spreading. Let's end this. Let's try to get this down. I can't stress that enough. I wear my bracelet. I don't know if you can see it. I pray you can. This is from the Axe Retreat. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing place here in San Antonio. And I hear there's some other states, but I can only speak from San Antonio. If you've never been to an Axe Retreat, you really should. They have an HIV one. I hear they have a drug one and an alcohol one. I heard there's another one, but I don't really remember what it's about or because it didn't affect me. I'm sorry. I will try to find out because maybe it might affect you. Oh, I'm sorry. I do know what it was. I'm sorry. It was, and I'm not trying to laugh, but I'm trying to think of the proper term to say it on air because I know what I want to say, but it would be like, wow, he's perverted. I don't know the proper term, so I'm just going to say it the way it's going to come out. and that is someone that sleeps around. Has too many sex addict. That's what it is. I knew if I kept talking. See, that's why I talk. It eventually all comes out in the wash. So there are different retreats. You should really check them out. Again, I want to say thank you for making this. Another thing I want to say is I keep saying how real I am. That's why I don't edit. That's why I don't do anything. And if you hear a noise, I'm not taking it out. I'm sorry. It's you know when I'm upset. You know when I'm mad. When I really get moving. So I apologize for that. But we're gonna shake some stuff out here because I'm doing these videos for multiple reasons. One, to educate. One, to get you to love yourself. One, did you go plant that tree yesterday? That flower? Did you go walk in the office this morning or in your classroom and say, have a fabulous day? I bet you did. But I bet if you keep watching, you're going to. Because I'm going to say it enough that maybe it will rub off on you. But we're going to set up a little certain area here in my home. And I want to make it feel more warm and inviting for you. And a little bit more comfortable for me. Because I'm sitting at my dining room table on these hard chairs. But I want you to feel like, wow, I feel at home. This way, you want to come back. You know, my dream job has always been I want a talk show. It really has. I have the mouth. I have the attitude. I don't really know what else it takes. But I've been talking to Amazing Man, and we're going to try to do some skits. We're going to try to do different things. Like I said, next month I'm going to do a transformation completely on air, transforming into a female, to a drag queen, I should say. So, check yourself so you don't get checked. Go see a drag show. I'm sure you'll have a fabulous time. So have a fabulous night. Know your status. And thank you for tuning in to Gay America. Real talk. We'll be back here Friday. But don't forget about the special Monday with the pansexual, wonderful Haley. I'm so excited and looking forward to this. Thank you all. Fabulous night.